The Dash choke, one of my favorites, guys. I'm gonna show you my favorite setup. Hey guys, Coach Tom. I'm here today with Reese and we're gonna have a look at the Dash choke. I love Dash chokes. A lot of guys on my mat love Dash chokes. They're super cool attacks. They work regardless of your body type, but certainly people that have more of a lanky physique like myself have a really easy time getting them. But they're a great attack because they're quite sneaky, especially for head and arm chokes. I think they're probably the sneakiest head and arm choke. So if I've got Reese laying down here, we'll have a look today about doing it from side control. I really like doing them from side control, and I like in particular doing them to counter an underhook. So if the guy's a sucker, you can just beat him up, right? But if he's a good guy, you've managed to finally pass his guard, but now he's got an underhook with his far arm. So although I'm in a dominant position, he's got the dominant arm position. So I've got a real battle on my hands. So a lot of people, when they get the underhook like this, you can throw a whizzer in, or you can lay on this hip. It's all good stuff, but he's got a lot of things that he can do with that underhook. So I personally like to throw my whizzer in, my overhook, but not to stop his underhook. I'm gonna let him try to use the underhook and I'm gonna turn it into a dart. So when Reese has got an underhook here, I actually don't put a lot of pressure on him. So I let him turn up onto his side, which is what he wants, and now is when I'm gonna go for my darts, and this is how I'm gonna do it. My right hand goes under, and I'm gonna already try to put my thumb behind the nape of his neck. When I do that, especially if he was a bigger guy than me, I'm gonna potentially have to bring my ear all the way down like I'm listening to the back of his lungs here on his lats. However, his arm is still on this side of my body, which is not only a strong position, but it also means that this deltoid here isn't in this carotid artery. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get up onto our hand and our feet, and we're going to move our body and push his arm in. So this is a really subtle thing to do, and a lot of the time you don't need to do much at all. You just lift your body up, and then once his hand on your back drops off, it will be in the perfect position, because I want this humerus bone of his upper arm in line with my spine, right? So once I'm here, I'm now going to get my left thumb and put it between my right peace sign, okay? Like this. And then I make a fist. So once I've got him here like this, I now clamp my left elbow down and I can pull his head in really tight, because he wants to almost finish a deadlift. If he wanted to escape this, he would arch back. So he's gonna lean back like that. See, I can't get my hands together. That's what he wants to do. So obviously, I don't want him to do that. I want him to do this with his spine. So I'm gonna pull in. I put my left thumb in my right peace sign here, and then make my grip and pull. So I've got him here, and I grab, and I pull his head in. Now that I've pulled his head in, it's absolutely imperative that I don't let his head come back. So once I've pulled his head in, I stop his head, and now I slide my hand through as far as it will go. Once it's as far as it will go, I keep my forearm there and down until now it's my bicep stopping his head. And I lock this arm as high up on his back as my grip will go. Now, from here I can finish. However, guys, I would strongly suggest, if you can, to squeeze it tight. I won't squeeze it tight now because poor Reese will pass out by the time I'm finished explaining myself. But I would squeeze really, really tight, and now I'm gonna switch my base to face his legs, and now step over to mount, and now I focus all of my body weight on the back of his tricep as I squeeze, and I get an easy tap. I really like this one, because if I screw it up, I'm still in mount. If I screw it up from side control, he might escape. So I'd much rather go to mount. So let's have a look at this one again. So he's got an underhook on me. So I got to put my whizzer in, and now I get up and I move his arm into the middle of my body, like so. So his humerus is in line with my spine. Now I'm going to push his head as I grab with my thumb in between my fingers and I pull him in tight. Once I've got him in tight, I now slide my arm down while keeping pressure crunching his neck until I can grab my bicep. I lock it up high, I squeeze as I switch my base, I get to mount, and this is the key here. He's still on his side. As I flatten him, his arm gets pushed into his neck and he has to tap. Very easy, right? You don't need to use a lot of strength at all. Let's do one in fast motion, and then I'm going to show you a bonus setup. So I'm here and he's got the underhook. So I go here, I come out, I get his arm in, and now I pull his head in tight. Get my lock. Finish. Make sure when you let this one go, you post on your head and take your arms out. You don't want to get up with your weight on his neck and put the guy to sleep during training. So sometimes Reese is on his hands and knees. So when your partner's in a turtle type position, this is a really good time to go for this choke. So I've got my partner here and I'm in a turtle style position. Obviously many variations of this, but we're just going to do this one. So I've got him like this. What I'm going to do is I keep my chest on him as my right hand here circles back. Okay? And I'm going to go under the armpit and thumb onto the back of the neck, just like before. Okay? So I'm here, I put my ear on his back and go out to here. Now I put my left thumb between my right peace side, make a grip, and now I'm going to pull his nose to my right knee and watch what happens. It's like magic. He flips onto his back like you're super strong. Okay? It's just crazy leverage. Now I must run around so my spine is perpendicular to his. So I now must run around towards his legs. Now I pull his head in, keep the pressure that way while I slide my arm down, hand on the back, switch my base, and pressure. Okay? So one time at speed with that one, if you're on your hands and knees. I'm here, I've spun to a turtle, I keep my weight on him, I grab him, I pull, I run around, I pull in, lock, mount, squeeze. Thank you very much. So that's the Dash choke, guys. It's an amazing choke. It's very sound. It's not hard to do on big people. It's not hard to do on small people. It's just a really great attack. And I really like this one because you're using their weapons, their underhook. That's a good move. You're using their techniques against them. And you're punishing good behavior, which I like because when he's got an underhook, he thinks, man, I'm getting out. I've got an underhook. And that's the very thing you use against him. So it's cool jiu-jitsu in my mind. I hope you guys like it. That's the Dash choke. Have fun. I'm Coach Tom. See you next time. Thanks for watching the video, guys. For more videos, click here. To subscribe to this channel to get all of our awesome videos, click here. And if you'd like to have our hour-long series for free on footlocks and how to defend footlocks and leg attacks of all kinds, please click here. I'm Coach Tom, guys. I'll see you next time.